Why don't you introduce this one?
EA says that Dragon Age Veilguard failed to resonate with a broad audience. Gamers increasingly want shared world features.
Share
Uh,
world features. Okay. All right.
Now,
So, uh-huh.
having read this article,
Yes.
I would say that the quotes don't as much point to live service as one might think, though definitely the games would be somewhat live service. I think it more so points to like those kind of light interactive features between people. Uh but including that into single player games.
Right.
Uh, when they say shared world features, I'm less thinking that it's a game that is like an active exchange between players, and more so that like there's shared influence. Think of Helldivers, right?
Right.
Where the effects of other people playing are not actually huge on you, except for the people directly in your game.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of shared world features going on that influence the overall direction of the game. And I'd say that the statements largely look like that in this specific instance, but it does feel like EA as a whole is taking this as a, man, we make so much more money off of live service games than we make off of our single player games. We should do more of that juice.
Right. And then I'm sitting here reading this thinking like this is someone high up at EA that is having to make a call towards investors. And the investors
Yeah.
are probably being like, why aren't you making a Fortnite? You should make
Why
us a
aren't you making
Fortnite.
Fortnite? That's true.
It's like,
Everybody should make a Fortnite every year.
yes, all the companies that I'm investing in should make a Fortnite.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know,
Except for Fortnite. Fortnite should make a Roblox.
no, Fortnite should make a rock band. Clearly,
They already did that. They already did that.
They already did
because
that.
they're trying to make a Roblox because all other games are in Roblox. They're trying to become the Omni game, that which consumes all and brings the universe to heel.
Which is funny because yeah, that was what everyone was chasing with Minecraft. You had to make a Minecraft, and then Minecraft was kind of consuming everything, and now it's just Roblox. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you had to make a Minecraft, and then Roblox decided to make a Minecraft that they decided to turn into a Roblox. And they found out that, man, like unregulated gambling and child stock markets and just let everybody do whatever. And
Yeah.
then we can just say they did it, not us. Don't wait. They did it. They can do whatever they want in there. We just made it so they can do whatever they want.
Yes.
It makes a lot of money when you make yourself not culpable for the things that are being done in your
You
game.
make yourself not culpable, but you make sure you get your cut. You know?
You get your cut. You get your
Always.
upwards of 40% cut of any amount of money that moves through the game. And Fortnite wants to be that, and EA wants Dragon Age to be a Fortnite a little bit.
Or something they have. Like they EA's got the sports ultimate team stuff. They got people doing trading cards and things like that.
And that's just gacha. They just really want to put gacha in really hard.
Which, let me tell you, the trends would suggest that would be the way to go. Because again, like it's funny reading this. The reason we pulled this story is because there has been a backlash within the last year of like, y'all AAA developers and publishers are putting out too many live service games. First of all, you're making games live service that don't need to be live service. If Lucy were here, we would bring up Marvel's Avengers and talk about that for another 10 minutes, but I'm going to spare you this time. So you're ruining games that could have been, and this, is another one where it was live service, and then it got pulled back. How did that affect development? It says here in the article, like it's a miracle the game even came out.
And the BioWare CEO, he was saying that it's a miracle that they were able to even make the game with EA coming in and forcing them to make it from a single player game into a live service game. And then, they completely reshaped the game that they had planned to be effectively a multiplayer game. And they had a bit of that in Dragon Age Inquisition. So it sounds to me like the plan was, hey, that Dragon Age Inquisition multiplayer, let's make a whole game out of that. And then they went, actually, never mind. You can go ahead and make a single player RPG. And so they made the skeleton of a multiplayer game that they then, curved complete 180, go back to a single player RPG. It's disastrously being pulled in every direction.
And then what's so funny is like a lot of the controversy around Veilguard has nothing to do with that. It's that people want it to be the first Dragon Age, which was based off of Baldur's Gate, which Baldur's Gate 3 just came out as a single player thing and is making ridiculous money.
Yeah. I like the first Dragon Age. I would love to have another first Dragon Age. And I did get that with a Baldur's Gate 3. So, that's not an issue.
No, right, exactly.
I feel like a lot of the fans of Dragon Age are disappointed because it feels as though the setting is underutilized, right? There hasn't been a Dragon Age game in a really long time. The setting is interesting and unique. It's definitely a hodgepodge of a lot of existing fantasy tropes, but they put juice in there. They put good juice in there that is not present in a lot of other fantasy media. And people who were really grabbed by Dragon Age want more of that stuff to be present. And it's just been underutilized. They haven't done a lot with the property, and so this game coming out after just a massive labor of a process to not being so great sucks. It sucks. This whole situation sucks for everybody involved.
Well, and it sucks because like people have known the problem with Dragon Age for years and voiced it online, and then to find out they're not going in that direction, and they were going in a direction that the business people were probably telling them to, like, hey, live service to make this money, and like just a double whammy of awfulness, and they got it out in one piece, and reviewers, as far as I can tell, generally like, yeah, it's fine. Like, okay.
Yeah, it apparently is fine.
It's like, great.
I'll probably play it eventually. But the real issue comes down to Dragon Age Inquisition being a success, being the worst thing that ever happened to BioWare, as was said by a bunch of people that worked at BioWare, because it was a super rushed mega crunch nightmare project that came out pretty good, especially financially. Financially, it came out very successful. And so that game being a success was like, all right, I guess we kill people now, right? We make a game.
That's what we do.
And we like kill our staff.
This is how you make video games, right?
That's the good way to go.
Well, as someone who has not really touched much of Dragon Age at all and don't understand the setting or anything, I'm looking forward to some effort being put back towards Mass Effect. I feel like that's a world that is huge and they could do so much with. Yeah. And it just
BioWare is another one of those settings with a really tough allegory for racism just plopped right in the center of it that they're having a hard time dealing with. So I expect some more of that when I do inevitably play Veilguard. There's like 15 fantasy settings out there that have that issue right now, so it's not unique to them.
I don't know. We live in a post Detroit Become Human world. Like you can get pretty blatant for me, and I'll be fine. Whatever.
It's so funny.
God, dude, it's bad.
My love-hate relationship with that game is extreme.
Where is David Cage now? He's been on my mind. He is making something diabolical, and I want to know.
Last I heard, he was making that Star Wars game.
Oh no.
Yeah. Quantic Dream was making a Star Wars game that was seemingly going to be a Detroit Beyond Star Wars.
Damn,
and then he was stuck in a million lawsuits because of all the sexual harassment that goes on.
Good, great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad he's in those lawsuits then.
He photoshopped people onto Hitler's face or something, and like made giant dicks around the office. Said like naked pictures of people, staff members, just because he thought it was funny. Cool stuff, a bunch of cool stuff.
I'm still on the photoshopping Hitler's face, or
It's been a minute since I've refreshed myself on exactly what it was, but I believe I heard something along those lines, photoshopping people's faces onto other people for gags.
Other people, or other people like of the vibe of Hitler, or negative historical people.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
I'm sitting here, I'm thinking like, this man cares about trying to craft some sort of story with meaning or something, and he's not good at it, but he clearly cares. But now
He
this
cares so
has
much.
created a whole nother level. What is going on in David Cage's mind? I need to know this. This
The
man.
man that made Omicron is a mystery to us all.